Hi, thank you so much for joining Naveena for the Fall Winter 21 Kingpins virtual trade show. We wish we could see you, but it gives us something to look forward to. So we didn't think we could do the collection justice by showing you online, so we've been having so much fun with our Jeanerosity Talk series that we thought we'd turn the camera on ourselves and share why and what we're excited about this season. Jeanerosity is our concept name for the season. It's a play on words, but it's always been a part of Naveena's ethos. But now more than ever, we're bringing those values to our product. I'll be joined today by a few of my fellow global sales team members who you'll be introduced to along the way. So we're going to start with our sustainable partnerships. And Gulsun, we announced in April our newest partnership called the Jeans Redesign. You and the compliance team led by Moid facilitated this for the mill. Thank you so much. Can you share more about this, please?
So the Jeans Redesign is a fantastic initiative by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, who's a leading change maker pushing for a more sustainable and circular economy. It's a guideline for a way of designing jeans that are in tune with the ultimate goal of circularity. It designs out the waste as well as harmful substances and encourages the use of environmentally friendly raw materials while allowing the end product being able to be used over and over again. So back in April, Naveena has been announced as a signatory to join a select group, including some of the leading brands and companies across the industry, such as Gap and H&M. It's fair to say it's been a relatively seamless process prior to the announcement, as all the groundwork in terms of compliance and environmentally friendly practices were already there thanks to the fantastic team at Naveena.
Thank you, Gulsun. So Scott, we want to know which one of our sustainable partnerships you're most excited about and why.
Well, I think along with the Jeans Redesign partnership, one of the most interesting partnerships for us over the past couple of years has been PACT, the Partnership for Cleaner Textiles. Led by the IFC and in conjunction with brands like Gap, they're driving the long-term competitiveness and the environmental sustainability of the textile wet processing sector. They do it by addressing high water, energy, and chemical use through the adoption of best practices in the entire industry. Naveena's worked closely with PACT to reduce our energy consumption by about 15% and our steam usage by 21%. We've been able to increase our PACT score, which they give everybody after evaluation, from an initial 3.8 out of 5 to a perfect 5 out of 5. And we're rightfully really proud of that.
Now on to some of our technologies that make this collection better than ever, along with our amazing product development team, of course. So let's go to Abbas. You and your amazing team do so much behind the scenes. Thank you so much. Can you share your expertise on G2, Smart Lab, and PCW?
Thank you, Christina. Naveena was the pioneer mill in Pakistan to install the G2 Dynamic by Jeanerosity, through which we can finish the fabric with less than 70% water as compared to the conventional process. With many benefits that the G2 Dynamic offers, one of the benefits is that it disinfects the fabric. So we can now ship disinfected samples and fabric to the customer. Amongst our many ongoing investments to reduce our carbon footprint, we have recently invested in a shredding machine with a capacity of 5 tons per day of post and pre-consumer waste. We at Naveena have a great partnership with Jeanerosity and have recently set up Smart Lab at our facility, where we can provide our customers with complete solution along with laser scorings of our each and every fabric for their better understanding. Also, if required, we can also share the EIM scores at the garment wash level with the customers also.
Scott, I've got a couple of things for you. So you've been with Naveena for over 15 years and seen so many changes in the industry and also an integral part in Naveena's growth in the U.S. market. Could you share some of your reflections on Naveena's progress over these years? And secondly, we're excited to talk about the SCADA system, and because we know it's your favorite, we're going to hand it over to you to introduce that.
Oh, we've come a long way for sure. You know, we began by trying to find a niche in the U.S. market of good value, relatively nice product at a competitive price. We're now leaders in areas like product development, sustainability. We still offer great value, but for much nicer product. And it wasn't easy. It required a lot of work and investment. Some of the things we've done over the past year or so are installing our own PCW shredding capability. It allows us to reuse old jeans in our new fabrics. And SCADA, my personal favorite, which allows us to measure our inputs and outflows of all key indicators like electricity, steam, water, natural gas in real time. Because you can't control what you don't measure. And this allows us to know exactly how much of each input we're using at any given moment or in any given lot or day or even a shift. So we can not only measure it, we benchmark it. We know as we make tweaks what's helping, what's hurting. We're able to share with our customers exactly how much energy their specific fabric used. We can actually drill down to a very lot and share that information. We can look at each shift and see if there's need for additional training.
Now let's dig into product, what everybody's been waiting for. We've had great success with our fit technology fabrics, our soft blended fiber groups that have addressed authenticity, fit, style, and value. Scott, we've talked a lot about the post-COVID consumer trends that we've seen the sales in athleisure rise. So how do you think our new innovations will be the solution to getting people back in denim?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt that through the COVID process, people are getting used to wearing more comfortable fabrics. And we're continuing to add to our line of super comfortable denims. We have spectacular success with Wrap Tech, which is our high stretch, high recovery fabric. Requires very little energy to stretch it and recovers really well. So it's like a second skin, super comfortable. Fusion is our line of soft fabrics where the softness is imparted by using fibers like Lenzing's Model, Tencel, or viscose. We have Lush, which is our brushed back fabrics, which are super warm and soft. Edges are our knit-like fabrics, also very comfortable. And Raw Soft, our newest concept of a soft fabric that looks like raw, unwashed denim.
So now let's talk about sustainable fibers that complement our sustainable partnerships and technologies. Gulsun, I'd like to tap your mind about this. Can you tell us about some of the fibers that we're going to be introducing this season?
In addition to all the recycled and post-consumer waste fibers that we've already been using, there are some amazing new sustainable products on the way, including Royca degradable elastane, as well as Biosphere and Cyclop as alternatives aiming to reduce the environmental impact of synthetic blends. There's also the Zero Cotton fabric group, which we call Zevolution, which replaces cotton with Lenzing sustainable cellulosic fibers. Then there will be more newness using other more sustainable alternatives to cotton, such as hemp, of course, and bamboo as well.
To round out our product conversation, we're reintroducing an expanded wellness and lifestyle collection. Seems no better time like the present to offer. Abbas, can you take it away here?
In wellness and lifestyle line, basically we are offering benefits with each individual fabrics to the final consumer, whether it be in the form of fiber blends or special coatings, like the fibers that we have used, hemp, copper, and coatings like Silverdor, which offer antibacterial benefits to the customer. Also, in collaboration with the Lycra company, we have fabrics which have Cool Max, Thermolite, and Tough Max properties in them. In this line also we have introduced our viral block fabric. Basically it's an antiviral fabric which kills the viruses on its surface. So whatever the viruses are in the atmosphere, it will kill it as soon as they come in contact with the fabric.
There's so much that's been happening at Naveena in our commitment to a cleaner denim industry and next level product development, and even more to come. Scott, can you share more about what's coming?
Naveena's latest focus is on further sustainability. So we're adding a new water recycling system that'll take our current level of recycled water from about 15% to 90% by 2023. And we're adding a 300 kilowatt solar power facility, which will supply about 15% of our total electricity needs. As a fabric-only mill, we're constantly trying to push the envelope on what we can do to make ourselves more sustainable and more cost-effective, because we don't necessarily have the garment capacity to fall back on.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Naveena to talk about what's new and what's next for Fall Winter 21. We can't wait to show you the collection in person because we know that makes all the difference. So we will figure that out. So please feel free to reach out to any of us. Scott, my colleague, is in Connecticut. I'm in LA. Thank you to Abbas, who's in Pakistan, and Gulsun, who's in the UK. We look forward to seeing you soon, and take care of yourselves and each other.